What is up, everybody? My name is Brad, aka B Squared. If you're new here, thanks for checking out the channel. If you're not new here, welcome back. I kind of messed up, not in a terrible sense because it worked out in my favor, but I'm sure you've done it. I had a bunch of stuff in my cart over at Karl's and I kind of forgot it was there. And I got on there to order a couple of things and then it kind of all went through. So I've got a big old bulk of new stuff to check out. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is an unboxing video. Some really cool stuff I'm stoked to show you guys. Some of it's stuff I just wanted to try. Some of it's like more of a restock thing. So let's see what's in the box. There she is. So yeah, this is a true unboxing. I don't even fully remember what's in here. So it's not like one of those things where you're watching an unboxing and you feel like, yeah, you've totally thought through what you want to say, what you want to talk about. I have no clue. So this is new to me, just like it is you. It's like Christmas, like Christmas in June. That's what might be what we call it, Christmas in June. So I do not remember at all. Got some of this. My dog hates this stuff, so hopefully he doesn't come out all crazy. All right, so first thing off the top right there, I'm gonna move that to the side. The Biospawn Vial tube. These have not been out too terribly long. I do really like them. I fished them in a tournament on Old Hickory. It was a kayak tournament. I never even fished Old Hickory, so I went out there kind of flying blind. This is what they were eating on, and just by these baits alone, I ended up in third. So obviously kind of a soft spot for me, but I want you to kind of see the profile of it. If you've never fished a tube, tubes are freaking sweet. This one does look a lot different than your typical tube. It is wider, which kind of gives it more of a glide when it's falling, and most of the time stuff gets bit on the fall anyway, so that does kind of add a different appeal to this particular tube. The one I've got out right here is the green pumpkin orange crawl. So you've got the green on the front here, and the bottom side, whoop, about dropped it, is the orange for the crawl. The other one I got 2 packs of these this time. They're both the 3.5 inch. This is the Lab Magic, which Biospawn has this color and a lot of their other baits. I really, really, really like this one. It's got kind of the green up top, and under here you've got more of like a natural shad type color. So with these two, that kind of lets me use it in different ways as far as, do I think they're on the bottom eating crawls more? That's where I would go here, maybe go a little more slow with the presentation. Or if I think they're chasing shad, go here and kind of do more of a swim rather than a kind of working it along the bottom thing. As far as how I rig these guys, I've done it a couple of different ways. When I fished the Old Hickory tournament, I just put it on a ball head jig because that's really all I had. It worked just fine. I've done a Texas rig with it, which lets you be a lot more weedless with your presentation. Probably my favorite is just a tube jig head, just because it fits it perfectly, and it's got this little part right here. I'm gonna try to get it where you guys can see it, where the eyelet to that jig head will pop right through there, and it just fits like a glove. So I recommend, out of those 3 options, probably just get the tube jig head to put it on there. But if you haven't tried these, they're really cool, really neat, kind of new take on a tube bait. And if you have not fished a tube bait, like I said, do not sleep on it because they work pretty freaking awesome most of the time. See what else we got up in here. I went a little wild here. These are the Biospawn Exo Neds. I absolutely love these. I enjoy throwing a Ned rig a lot. A lot of what I fish is like creeks and stuff like that. And the Ned rig just gets destroyed there. But I also throw the net on the lake a lot because those fish are pressured, and it works. So regardless of what you see on the internet, the Ned rig works. Some people hate on it. It will catch big fish. It doesn't just catch dinks. But I don't want to go off on a soapbox there. This is the Exo Ned. I'm actually working on putting a video together for you guys just on the Exo Ned. I had everything done with it, and then it just got wonky and kind of deleted. So I have all the clips in a folder. I've just got to piece it back together. But very stretchy, tough, durable material. It's got kind of the same body as the Exo Swim or the Exo Ribbon, anything like that from Biospawn. You can kind of see there with the kind of sectioned off approach. But the Ned has the antennas, which kind of give it that secondary action when it's sitting up on the bottom like that. I went with 3 different colors here. I went with the Lab Magic, like I showed you before in the other one. The one kind of the green on top, more natural shad belly. This again is that green pumpkin orange crawl. Green on top, orange on the belly. And then I think I just went basic here. Yeah, just good old green pumpkin. You cannot go wrong there. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these. I'm trying to get that video put back together for y'all. It's a pretty fun one, just wading the creek, throwing these things on a Ned rig. I really like them. That was definitely a portion where it's just kind of stock up. I know it's good stuff. So let's keep going, see what else we got. Oh yeah, so these more or less fall in that essential category. Googan baits, Bandito bugs. I absolutely had a heyday with these last summer. I actually have not thrown one this year so far, which is weird, but I will now because I'm all stocked up. These things, I just use them on a Texas rig, and it's really kind of hard to mess up, to be real. This is the blue baby color from Googan. It's kind of a mix of your green pumpkin, but it's got this like really cool, almost pearlescent type blue on the bottom. And during the summer, a lot of our crawfish do kind of get that blue tint to them. So that's going to be a really good crawl mimic as far as being realistic. These things flat out catch fish. Like, I don't know how else to say that. And you look around and there's a lot of hate on Googan baits in general, which I'm not here to harp on that. I just think a lot of it is people are like, oh, the craws rip off. Well, guess what? Here's my 2 cents. The craws are going to rip off of any plastic bait. It's going to happen. That's why they put more than one in the pack. If you don't want the craws to get ripped, don't throw them. It's that simple. The next one, this has been, I'm sorry, I just had to rant for a hot second, I guess. This is probably my favorite color of these guys. It's the one I've caught the most fish on. Probably the one I rig up the most. And that is the Alabama crawl. So a lot like that green pumpkin orange crawl on the Biospawn. You got the green pumpkin here, the orange on the belly portion. Yeah, man, I absolutely love these plastics. The third color I picked up in these is actually really cool. Like, I've just been sitting here kind of looking at it. It's the sprayed lettuce. I've not used this color at all, but it's almost like green pumpkin, Okeechobee crawl, June bug. Kind of had a baby into one. Looks really good. Looks like it's going to reflect a lot of light, draw a lot of attention, and it's kind of all the summer colors in one. So I don't really see how that guy could miss right there. So yeah, if you're looking for something to put on a Texas rig and have just a heyday on, get some Bandito bugs. Don't buy into the negativity, because if you look hard enough, somebody's going to say something bad about everything. Get some of these, put them on a Texas rig, catch something. All right, boring terminal alert. I was running low on tungsten, so I picked up 2 packs of tungsten weights. Got some 1/2 ounce worm weights from VMC, always needed. And then these are just some 1/4 ounce worm weights right here. Heavy metal tungsten. I have not used these, but they look good. Yeah, my weights are just kind of gone right now, so I'm kind of slowly just chipping away, stocking back up on those. To be real, my terminal box hasn't recovered from losing my old one in the river last year, so just trying to build back up when I can. It's not the most fun thing to buy or talk about, but you got to have them. The next thing is actually what I kind of went to Karl's for to buy before I ended up buying everything else in my cart. But I had these in mind because I've seen them and they look absolutely freaking sweet. Berkeley Powerbait Agent E's. I'm very interested in these, very excited to throw them. I'm gonna open it up and show it to you. It's a really cool design. Man, that staple is tough. Let me wrestle it for a second. There we go. The cool thing is they come in a 2-pack. So it's a really good deal as far as price-wise. So it is a weighted kind of swim bait hook built in. It's got this weed guard right here. I know you can kind of swim them slowly along the bottom. You can also work them like a jig. That's what I'm wanting to do, is kind of get them up around some cover, see if I can trigger some bites. The 2 colors I got, this is the HD Bluegill. Looks really good, looks very realistic. A lot of detail in these baits. He's kind of, I can't tell if he's smiling at you or mad, but he's definitely making a face of some sort. I'm stoked to use these though. That's all I can really say. That's what I went there for. So I'm going to be tying one of those on ASAP. As soon as I go out, that's going to be my first cast, just because I'm very curious about them, kind of intrigued by the design. And to be honest with you, I think it's going to absolutely get munched. I'm going to show you the other color I got. Looks really good as well. This is the Gizzard Shad color. Like I said, they knocked it out on colors and patterns. They're very realistic. I've never really seen a weed guard like this. The more I look at it, it kind of just arches over the hook. It looks like if it's bit, it's obviously going to go away. But in theory, any type of grass or anything is going to go right over. So yeah, I may do a review or something on these after I've fished them a little bit and kind of form an opinion. But I am absolutely stoked to throw these. If you've thrown these, throw it in the comments. Give me some tips on kind of how to use them, how to work them, because I definitely want to put them to work. Just got to the bottom of the box and saw I got something free. This was part of the Father's Day deal. It's a Googan Squad fanny pack, so that'll come in handy beating the banks or whatever. Throw a couple packs of baits in there, whatever. For me, knowing me, I get hungry out there. Probably just going to be a beef jerky pouch, but it's whatever. I'm going to look cool wearing it. Anyways, guys, as far as what's coming up, I do got a few new rods I want to show you, so I may do like a rod lineup video type thing. That Creek video on the Exo Neds is coming up, and I'm going to be putting all of this stuff to work. The video I was trying to piece together, I kind of alluded to the fact I broke my old GoPro, but I've got a new one on the way. So as soon as that gets here, I'll be putting the stuff in the box to work. Good luck out there. Get on some fish. I'm not trying to sound like your dad right now. Stay hydrated. It is freaking hot. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out. I'll see you next time. I appreciate you guys.